Hey, and welcome to Tech Tips with Sold Out Media. I'm Amanda.
And I am Linus.
And we actually have something super cool for you today.
Yeah, a new mic kit.
Yeah, we have wireless receiver transmitter with 2 transmitters from Synco.
And 1 receiver.
One receiver, sorry, 2 transmitters. It's called the WMic-T3. And they've had some other versions of this, but this one gets some very cool features.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go, I'm going to tell you why I'm interested in this microphone. This thing cost €300, or like around $300.
Yeah, something like that.
For our studio stuff, for our live broadcasts that we do for our TV channel, we have like Sony lav mics and wireless labs, Sennheisers,
yeah.
And they all run for the same kind of unit between...
At least 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Like $700 to $1,200. And that's like mid-range. You can go Lectrosonic and hire Audio-Technica and everything and just blow the budget right out on wireless microphones. So I was super excited to find something. Now, here's the other feature. Don't need batteries. Oh, show them the box. Linus, show them the box. This was just from last week. We do 10 days 5 days straight of 5-hour broadcasts.
This is not from last week.
No, but I mean from the last little while. We go through batteries like it's nobody's business. Yeah, and these aren't all dead, but you get to a certain level and you can't use them anymore.
Well, you can't use them for the...
Yeah, you can't. We use them for Xbox controllers.
Not sponsored.
Anyway, not sponsored by Xbox. Not sponsored by Synco either. All right, let's open this bad boy up. Well, I'm opening it up. Tell me some of the distance and features and stuff like that, Linus.
Yeah, so something cool. This is an unboxing video too.
See, it's plastic. That's why we got a knife. Linus is scared.
Yeah, I am. This is why we have a first aid kit wherever we go.
Right?
Yeah, no, so something cool with the distance, which is something that I've had issues with for our broadcasts microphone, or for our broadcasts with our other microphones that we've tested, where they desync when they're out of distance.
Exactly.
These guys are said to be up to 180 meters. We will be showing you, or we will be testing them.
Yeah. So we'll test this in our actual live broadcast and see if it holds up.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff when it comes to wireless microphones. We put belt packs on people, guests, they'll sit down and maybe they're little thicker. The transmission doesn't go through. You have to think about where you get your receivers and extra antennas and everything.
Yeah.
So if these guys are as powerful as they say, we're going to be...
It shouldn't be a problem.
Right?
No.
Okay. I see right away that we're going to have to unbox all the plastic on its own. Maybe go to the specs when we unbox. Do you want to go to the specs?
Let's throw over to the specs.
We'll get rid of the plastic. The Synco WMic-T3 is a dual-channel transmitter-receiver mic system. It comes with 2 transmitters, microphones, a receiver, and plenty of cables to connect with. You have a frequency range, UHF, 512 to 537 megahertz, and a B frequency range, UHF, 564 to 589 megahertz. The low-cut filter on this is 75 hertz over 150 hertz. You have an audio distortion of 0.5% at 1 kilohertz. You have transmitting power of 10 megawatts over 30 megawatts. You have over 100 channels to choose from. You have real-time monitoring through a headphone jack. You can choose mono or stereo output. And you have a maximum working distance of 180 meters. These microphones do not need batteries. They have an internal battery with 10 hours of battery life. And we're back. Yeah, so there we go. We got rid of all the plastic, and now we can really unbox it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, looking like the 2 transmitters.
Yeah, the transmitters, that's the receiver. These are actually metallic bodies. They're very hefty. They feel robust.
Yeah.
The antennas feel like they're not going to break off right away.
They're long, too.
They're long, which is nice.
It's promising.
But also, this is thin. So like
Yeah.
inside somebody's dinner jacket or on their back.
It's not terrible.
All right, so it comes with the transmitters and the receivers. It comes with clips for everything. You get this. You get two options. You get TRS to TRS or TRS to TRRS. Do you see that? You get the extra ring. So you have that option for connecting. It comes with a line jack, so you can go straight into a line input on an audio board.
Cool.
You got an XLR output that you can take into your audio board or whatever recording device camera you're going to have. Comes with 3 USB-C. Comes with 3 USB-C chargers and 2 of their very own microphones. You also get a cold shoe mount to put it on the top of your camera. So take a look at that capsule.
It's nice.
Yeah, and we'll do some tests during the week. We'll test these transmitter receivers with their own microphones, but we'll also test them with some Sennheiser mics or Tascam mics, whatever we decide. Now,
Probably both.
I have to point this out to you. This, when I looked at it online at first, I thought, oh, great, it has 2 outputs, much like our Sony does. I just assumed. But when we get it closer, the box in hand, I realized that's a mic output.
Yeah.
So you can choose mono or stereo out of this. The problem is, you know, if you're going XLR into your camera, you have to have an input that you can split the stereo, right? Like the XLRs, it has to be a stereo input on the camera, and not all cameras have that, for example. So a solution, because we have everything handy,
Totally.
because we're doing live production all the time, we have all kinds of goodies. I happen to have this in my cabinet, so this should do the trick instead to split your audio. Just pick up one of these. Don't go too cheap, because
No, get a good one.
get a good one,
Come on.
right? Because why ruin the quality of your audio over a garbage connector?
Yeah.
But yeah, like see, same connection in, and then it splits to 2 channels.
Yeah. Make sure you get a good one.
Yeah, exactly. So this should work fine. We're going to test this. We'll test it into cameras. We'll test it in the live event.
Yeah.
And see how it works, actually.
Yeah, so should we throw over to that now, maybe?
I think, actually, that why waste your time? Let's go over.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. So, I'm in the studio right now. You just saw me leave here. And we're going to test the Synco microphones on for one of our shows that we're going to do. So I'm going to bring you with me. We're going to set up the microphones. You're going to see me upstairs and everything. So let's get ahead and do it. Hey guys, so I'm sitting up here at the audio board and I'm testing out the Synco microphones, and it seems to be working pretty well. No issues yet. I feel like maybe the RF might need to pull, so they're, because obviously you need them to have visuals, you know. So I might have to work more on that, but it worked pretty well, and the sound pretty nice. I don't know if you can hear it.
Och jag och Kjell Anders, vi var tvungna att åka till Norge. Och vi var
That's pretty good. That's not bad. And so yeah, for what is it, the $300 that we bought them for, it's great. It works really nice, and yeah, I'm happy. Another thing that I feel like I need to notice or speak about is that the Synco has a feature that or not a feature, the mute button right here. I don't know if you can see right there, that one. It's very easy to click and mute yourself while you're sitting in the couch or standing up talking or just naturally walking around. I don't know if I can show you You see, it goes red. Yeah, that's how easy it is to mute yourself. And then I'm sitting up here at the audio booth with no audio. It's not great. So hopefully there's a way to disable that. That would be great. Otherwise, yeah, maybe make sure it can't get pressed. I don't know. But yeah, that's another feature update from me. Cool. Bye.
All right, so Linus, you had this in this very studio. What was your experience with the Synco mic?
So they probably heard me say some of it upstairs.
Yeah.
I hope you listened at least. And they work pretty well. They sound pretty similar to the Sony microphones that we use, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good quality. And there was some...
A little noise floor in there.
Yeah. Which I tried to get rid of by changing the gain, where I had the gain coming in. So instead of doing it on the input, I did it from the compressor a little bit, and some, you know, like I upped it in between. And then it kind of took it away a little bit, so it got better. Yeah.
So I think that one thing when it comes to the noise floor too, right? We've done so many broadcast microphones in this environment, you know, and sometimes there's a lot of extra things going on in the studio. It's an omnidirectional mic, so it's going to pick up a lot of extra noise, any fan noise that we have. It is a condenser microphone.
Yeah, so if you forget to turn the fan off,
you'll definitely pick that up in the noise floor. Now, it is what it is. It's a super cheap system.
Yeah.
And I think overall it's a fairly decent deal.
I'd say so.
For sure.
You just need to make sure that you have line of sight.
You need line of sight.
That's what I can say the most.
Exactly. And that's with all wireless transmitters, receivers. You should have line of sight. This thing does 180 meters, it claims, if you have line of sight, but only 100 meters if it doesn't have line of sight.
Yeah.
But you said you actually had some...
I had issues here.
Right.
But I mean, that would be a couple of barriers. So that's not super weird.
Yeah, no. And we actually tried walking through the entire building with these, and we made it. Yeah, we had a guy up. No, we had a guy up on the audio board, and he said it sounded great the whole way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Just fine.
Yeah, it depends. Again, RF is tricky. It's one of those things that anything can get in the way, and that's why we always say you need extra line of sight.
Yeah, you test it the day before and it works, but when it's the next day, something is changed and the RF just doesn't want to work.
And again, too, this is why the Sennheisers, the Sonys, they are so much more money, because you can actually put an extension antenna on them.
Yeah.
So that you have one of these flags up somewhere in the room that actually increases your RF.
Yeah.
So another thing we found, here's one, the mic clip broke for Linus. This one is not broken.
You should try and take the mic off.
I'm not even going to try. But we ended up, now this is, the audio guy's going to, you have to talk while I show.
This is how we had to fix the microphone. We had an extra clip. I don't know if you can see right here. We had to tape just put some tape on there and take another clip that we actually have. It's not super ugly because we used the black electrical tape. But since the other one broke, we kind of had to get it done the same day.
Yeah. So it's a cheap fix, but again, like you're paying $300 for this versus 7 or 9 or 10. So
Lord, yeah.
I like it actually.
I think it'll be good.
Final thought, we did a time lapse. You can see that come up right now. The time lapse for the charging of the mic and a time lapse for the use of the mic. They claim 10 hours of battery life. Yeah. And you can see the first one drops out at 9 hours and the last one drops at 10 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's still amazing. And again, part of the reason why I say it's a great value, you're not ever going to buy AA batteries. It's going to last for eternity.
No.
What shoot do you do that lasts 10 hours?
I don't want the shoot to last 10 hours. But yeah, no. And what's even more impressive, not maybe more, but the charging time.
The charging time
was only 2 hours and 35 minutes on the fast one and 2 hours and 45 minutes on the long one.
That's crazy, right?
It's pretty good.
By the way, did I ever tell you about the time I did the soccer game and it went into like double overtime or sudden death?
And you had to pee.
It was like 7 hours of
And you had to
soccer.
pee. Yeah, I remember.
I don't even like soccer that much. And I had to pee. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah, I hope so. They got to see me up in the audio booth.
Yeah, and during their live campaign broadcast thingy too. So we do real TV, believe it or not. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And
yeah, don't forget to share it with all of your friends. We want your friends to be our friends.
I was waiting for him to say that.
Yeah.
Have a great one, guys.
See ya.
See ya.